Amar Patnaik ji.
Thank you, sir. So when I used to be with the CAG, we used to write in our audit reports regularly.
There is very little time for you, 2
Yes.
minutes.
2 minutes. I thought 3 minutes. Okay. We used to write regularly about litigation
What can I do?
and resolution of disputes. So in that context, when I have seen this regularly being written and no action, no really effort being made to resolve these tax disputes, this is really a welcome move. This bill looks at two aspects of appeals, that is those filed by taxpayers as well as filed by the IT department. So I really welcome this development. I only have certain caveats to say that whether the timeline is too stiff, because within that particular time, the taxpayer has to take care of whether the provision is super beneficial to him, and then after that, getting that money to deposit it and getting a certificate, that will take time. So probably the time frame is too stiff. The second point is, in a tax dispute, there are several issues which are mentioned. Now, the provision says that all the issues have to be settled for the case to be closed, and not just separate issues. Now, that would probably create a problem for the income tax authorities as well as the taxpayer, because the taxpayer might feel that in certain cases he is on a very strong ground. The operationalization of the second aspect, which is the tax authorities filing appeals. Now, I don't understand why the taxpayer will now pay 50%, because he has already won against the appellate tribunal and feels that he is in a very strong ground. So why would he really give 50% and not wait for the court order to come? This could be operational issues. The third point is the income tax department officials now, as the circular says, have been given the 100% target to trace them. Now, that within the time frame may be very difficult and may result in things which are unintended. There is another aspect that is relating to the provision of immunity to appellant and revival of disputes. The bill says that the declaration filed by an appellant will become invalid if the particulars are found to be false. But at the same time, if he has already got a certificate, he is covered under immunity, and when subsequently the falsity or the truthfulness of a declaration is revealed, I really don't understand how both the things will operate at the same time, and is there a time frame for that? The third aspect is, relating to transfer pricing. So the government is, in this bill, there's a provision window to settle the transfer pricing disputes under the scheme. But it has kept the secondary adjustment provisions intact, which basically means that you have to get the money to India, repatriate funds to India, even if he goes for settlement under the scheme. Is that the intention? The fourth point is, the amended scheme has provided options to the taxpayer either to pay notional tax on the disputed amount and take the benefit, or accept the reduced losses and pay nothing after accepting the additions and settle the penalty. Maybe, those companies who are planning to shut their business will resort to this. But whether the big companies who have big amounts spending will take advantage of this, which I said this is a brilliant piece of legislation, but whether the big companies within this particular short time frame, and since their financial muscle, they have to go to the court and get a favorable decree, will be taking advantage of this particular scheme. We must remember that only 10%, only 10% was collected in the indirect taxes regime. Similar scheme was introduced. Here, there has been a much more liberal scheme, but still, I'm afraid that the operationalization will probably result not in too happy a situation for the government. So I support the bill, but these are the concerns that they expressed. Thank you so much, sir.
Shri